Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm going to share with you guys some of the things that I think you have got to try from Sephora. The VIB sale is here, it's ongoing. I'll have all the info of like the dates of the exact sale. These are all of the things that I've bought from Sephora that I adore, and as I went through my collection and picked these things out, I thought these are things that I feel like almost everyone would absolutely love. So everything will be listed and linked below. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm doing this video kind of in place of my March favorites this year because these really are kind of some of my favorites, and I figure I'm already like deep into April. I might as well just put this up now and just, sorry March favorites, we'll get back to you another year. So the first thing I would recommend is my favorite mascara of all time, and I actually need to repurchase it myself, so I'll probably repurchase it now. It is the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. Now this, you know, the packaging is kind of simple, black, but there's something about it. It's got kind of a big brush, like a natural bristled brush, but it's a little bit of a curve. But there's something about the formula and the brush together that makes your lashes stay curled, volumized, and black. And that is all I ever ask for. They don't like clump up and look weird, they just look amazing. There have been quite a few times when I've been wearing this that people, both at work and outside of work, have asked like, are you wearing fake lashes? And I'm like, no, but do say it again. Like, it is the best mascara, really. And what I've noticed with this is it takes about a week for it to be perfect. So like it needs a little bit of air in it to kind of dry it out just a little bit. But once it's hit that point, I use this for probably 2.5 to 3 months. But it also needs like more than one coat. So I'll usually put a coat on, wait about 30 to 45 seconds, then put another coat on. That's every day, like 2 coats. If it's like I'm going out and I want to look extra glam, I'll usually do 3 coats. So if you have the time to do a couple coats, that's when this really shines because it doesn't clump up with more coats. It just looks even better every time. I mean, it is like one of the few mascaras that it doesn't clump up as I put a little bit more. It clumps, I guess I should say but it doesn't clump. It sticks together just enough to make it look beautiful, but not so much that it looks clumpy or spidery. It's like the perfect middle ground. I love it. If you're wondering what I'm wearing on my lips, by the way, it's just a drugstore lipstick that I love. It's the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in Pink in the Afternoon. I love it. Now it looks a little deeper on my lips because my lips are just naturally more pigmented. I think on most people, I'll swatch it here, it would look a little more warm toned. But I'm a weirdo, so it doesn't quite look the same on mine, but I still love this lipstick. But of course you can't buy that at Sephora, so go to Ulta or a drugstore for that one, but I love it so much. And if you're new to my channel, I talk about drugstore quite often, so for me, that's like, I just love this lipstick. It's one of my favorites, but anyway. Another thing I would recommend from Sephora are the Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balms. I have 2, and I love both. These are amazing for beach vacations, out at the pool, whatever, where you don't want to look just like no makeup. So if you're trying to like maybe impress a little bit, you want one of these where it kind of evens out your skin tone, but it also has SPF. So this one is my original one, and it has SPF of 45. It's kind of got a gray tone to it, but it meshes with your skin so perfectly that the gray doesn't really matter. And that's what I like about it. So it's not like high coverage at all. So don't think it's going to be anything like the It Cosmetics BB cream. That one really is more like a foundation. This one has a lot more skin benefits, and it's actually really good for your skin. Anyway, I love this one. It's SPF 45. This one has SPF of 25, and it's their Black Label Detox. Now, I don't think it actually detoxes at all, but it's, again, a very similar consistency, coverage. I haven't really noticed a difference, to be honest, other than just a difference in SPF. So I own both because this one was almost gone, so I ordered this one, and now I've just kind of got both, but I like them. Another thing I would recommend is this NARS blush. Now, I had bought the NARS Orgasm blush a long time ago, and I was so let down because it has this reddish pool to it, where if you already have like kind of hyperpigmentation like I do, it just makes your cheeks look really red and really weird, to be honest. It doesn't look like you put blush on purpose. It looks like your cheeks are just red. And so this one was in the shade Deep Throat, and it's kind of what I had wished that would have been. And so if you've got kind of a skin tone like mine, or maybe you're a little bit lighter or you're more prone to redness, this one is this really pretty pink, but kind of peachy, and definitely has a shimmer to it, blush. And of course, these blushes really are nice. I don't think they swatch as pretty on the hand as they do with a brush on your cheeks, because that's the way they're meant to be applied. But even still, I think it's so beautiful, and these do last all day. Another thing I would recommend, another blush, which is very different than that one, is the Benefit Dallas blush. Nobody talks about this, and I don't really know why, because I think I've literally owned all of the Benefit blushes, and through all of my declutters I've done here on YouTube, I still have like all of my Benefit blushes, except for Rockateur. I didn't like that one, because I love them so much. But this is, I think, my favorite, because it's kind of this brown tone, and even though I'm like kind of fair, kind of light, this still looks gorgeous. It's this kind of peachy brown, and when you swatch it, it's like, really? Like, do you really like that? But it blends so perfectly, and it looks so perfect on the skin. It's, again, on that same vein, it's like what I had hoped the Tarte Exposed blush would look like on me, but this looks way better. So again, if you're fair like I am, or like light, or you have the same skin type as I do, you would probably like this better than Tarte Exposed, because I liked that one, but I in the end got rid of it because I didn't wear it very much, whereas this I pull for all the time, and it's the exact same blush as that one. I think it just blends a little bit better, it looks more soft on the cheeks, and it can make you look a little bit bronzy without pulling too peach or too pink or too brown. It's just right in between all three. Another thing I loved, and I didn't think I would love, because I thought it was kind of gimmicky, and I was like, I'm gonna try it anyway. And so I ordered it, and then I was like, I love this. It is the Too Faced Hangover RX, or Hangover X, whatever you wanna call it. Replenishing Face Primer. Okay, well, I like the packaging, it's just cute, which is why that's why I wanted it in the first place. But when you take it off, it's a pump, which I also loved. It smells amazing, which is not necessarily great for skincare, because they say that fragrance really doesn't belong on your face, because it can be an irritant. This hasn't irritated me so far, but if you are sensitive to fragrance, you might be irritated by it. But if you're not, this is just like this, like almost watery lotion that just feels good. And it feels good before I put on anything on my face. Today I am wearing the IT Cosmetics, I'll show you because I'm doing the video today as well. The IT Cosmetics CC Plus Illumination BB cream, kind of, it's really more of a foundation. But I like this a lot, and I really like it over this because it's like moisture plus illumination is just like healthy skin in my head. So I just like this. It's really good under mattifying foundations if you're trying to use one up. I've just realized I just don't like matte skin on myself. I used to love it, and then I've quickly realized that it just makes me look older than I really am. I'm 27, which is not old by any means, but you know, when I've got dry skin already, or if I have dry skin, matte things, matte primers, matte anything, just makes me look really dull and lifeless and kind of old. And so I realized, I'm like, I've got to stay away from that because I don't like the way my skin looks with it anyway. It just doesn't look healthy. So today I really like the way my skin looks. And this is what I'm wearing. I really, really like this. So it's one of those things that if you have oily skin, you would hate. I really don't think you would like it. It's not going to work for you at all. But if you have dry skin or even just normal skin, or maybe you're aging and you want to look a little more youthful, you would like this. You knew I had to mention these, and I'll talk about them quickly. They are the Marc Jacobs Le Creme lipsticks. These are dumb expensive. Dumb. Dumb. One of them I bought when I was in Paris. And I can link the Sephora haul that I did from there, because I'm pretty sure everything I bought at that Sephora you can buy here in the States too. There might be one or two things, but so if you're curious, but this is when I bought this, but I bought another shade too. These are so expensive, but this is if you ever see me wearing a red lipstick, I'm wearing this. And really, honestly, in like 50% of my videos, I'm wearing this. This is called Oh Miley, and it is this ridiculously creamy red lipstick. It's like more cool tone, it looks perfect, but I also got the shade Infamous. And it's more of a like everyday wearable color. Although it is a little bit deeper than when I saw it online than I thought it was, but I still really like it. It's kind of similar to what I'm wearing on my lips today. Maybe a little bit more opaque, but I really like these. They're so creamy, they stay on all day, they're comfortable, they're moisturizing, they're thick. Like, it's so many weird things together. I love them so much. They're so expensive, but honestly, you guys, I've tried 2 different types of YSL lipsticks. I've gotten rid of really almost all of them. These are so much better, and I think They're about the same price. These might be a little bit cheaper. They're so much better. But I feel like no one talks about them. Maybe I'm crazy. So this is something I'm almost out of. That's how much I love this. This is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. This was bought on a whim one day when I was in a Sephora, like in a JCPenney, far away from my home. Like the whole day was weird, I remember. But I bought this because I was so intrigued by it. Wearing it today, I love this stuff so much. When you just feel, well, for me, like when I'm filming, I like to wear this. But even when you just feel like you want to look extra like fresh right under there, or you just, maybe you do have a lot of dark circles to conceal, this stuff is amazing. Now, when you look at it up close, like I've obviously got my mirror here. When you look at it up close, it's not completely invisible. So don't feel like you're gonna put this on and it's gonna blend perfectly into your skin. But from, you know, I'm probably 2.5 feet away from the camera right now. It's not super obvious, is it? So, I mean, and even in real life, you can totally get away with this and it still looks pretty nice. So I just love it. And I was thinking as I was using it today and I was like, oh my gosh, like it's almost gone. That's kind of exciting. I was like, do I wanna buy this again? And I was like, maybe. I really, really like it. So I think I will buy it again. Next thing I would recommend is, this is the Benefit They're Real mascara, but it's their tinted primer. This is new. I bought it on the Birchbox website because they always have like free gifts with purchase. And when the free gifts on the Birchbox website are better than Sephora's, I usually buy it on the Birchbox site. Anyway, but it's the classic spoolie that the They're Real mascara has, but it's a brown tinted primer. Now, I think this is just really cool because I've used a lot of primers that I'm like, they're just bad. Or I've used mascara primers that are white and they start to show throughout the day when I put a black mascara over them. But this being brown is perfect because it holds lashes up. It kind of volumizes them before you even put a mascara on at all. So like in the mascara's mind, it's like, yeah, I'm just covering lashes. But the primer has made your lashes even bigger. So it makes your lashes after the mascara even bigger, which is what I really like about them. And they really do work when you find a good one. So I love the fact that it's brown. So even throughout the day, if the mascara starts wearing off weird, you don't see like a white primer shining through. Or sometimes when you put a black mascara over the white, your lashes look kind of blue, which I don't really love on myself. So this has eliminated that possibility, and I just really, honestly, I was impressed, and I thought I would be like, I actually really like it. I would recommend it. So the last thing I'll recommend is an old standby of mine. This is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This is $36, and I've actually done a dupe video a year or two ago where I found, and it's still available at Walmart, an $8, was it 8 or 6? A really cheap dupe for this by Hard Candy. I no longer have that just because I had both and they were so similar, and I was like, well, I spent more on this and they're both the same. I might as well keep the more expensive one. But that one was so amazing, and if you haven't seen that video, I will link it. Like seriously, you really can save your money if you haven't bought this yet, but I had already bought it, so I was like, ugh. Anyway, it is the perfect palette because it's got enough matte shadows. It's got a dark brown matte, a medium brown, a white to go like under your eyebrow if you want. That's how I use it. But then it's also got another warmer tone medium brown. And then it's got enough shimmery shades. Like they've got darker ones, medium ones, and then a beautiful like champagne color. It literally is exactly what I use every day. And it's the only palette I've ever found that has all of it. Like literally the only palette I've ever found. And it's insane to me that more companies don't come out with palettes like this, because I mean they do, but like the fact that it's got these two like lighter matte brown type shades to buff and blend in between, I don't know why more palettes don't have that. A lot of palettes are missing that, and I'm like, you have to have that shade to blend together darker or brighter tones. You just have to. And so I don't get it. But anyway, I love this palette. It is like my old standby. I've had it forever and I use it every week at least once or twice, and I travel with it quite often as well. So those are all of my recommendations for the Sephora sale. I know a lot of those are kind of like cult classics. Some of them are just kind of random ones that no one talks about. Hopefully it was helpful for you guys, and I hope that you'll subscribe to catch more, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
And it's perfect, and not only that, what am I saying here? I feel like I'm shouting right now. I just got it all over myself.